I find it important to build or rebuild, in some cases, your foundation, so meaning your thighs and the mobility in your hips and knees. So I'm on a kick for that lately, and so this session is about rebuilding your foundation and gaining strength. And we're going to start standing today. And we'll do a warm-up in a standing position. So let's come to the top of your mat and bring your feet hip-width apart. Let's take an inhale and sweep the arms. Open the chest up towards the sky. Lift the shoulders. Look up to your hands. Engage the quads. Push the thighs back as if you were sticking your glutes back. You can feel the strengthening in the core, lower core, abdominals. Keep breathing, engaging your Ujjayi breath. And then exhale, release the shoulders, keep the gaze up. Inhale, lift the shoulders. And exhale, drop them, keep the arms completely straight. Inhale, lift, unhinge the shoulders and lift them up. Exhale, down. One more. Good, and exhale. Bring the hands in at the heart center in front of you. Relax the head and neck. We're going to turn the head from side to side. So inhale to your left. If you want, you can close the eyes. Exhale to the other side. Inhale one way, exhale the other. And then keep moving your head, turning it from side to side. Nice. Let's take another 2 on each side. Nice. Let's come center. Inhale, go up and look up. And exhale, bow over your legs. Fold. Release the hands to the floor or on your shins or on a block. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, let's lengthen the chest forward. Open the heart, flatten your spine. So I'm keeping my knees bent slightly to find my flat back because I'm not completely warmed up. Good, let's take one more breath this way and then exhale, fold. And inhale, heel toe the feet together. We're gonna step back, so step the right foot back for now. Hands on either side of your front foot for your lunge. Inhale, open the chest, roll the shoulders back, and then exhale, round the back and lift the hips. So cat-cow in your lunge. Inhale, exhale up. Inhale, look forward, exhale up. Inhale, exhale. A few more. Last one. Nice. Let's drop the back knee. Find your crescent lunge. Low, and then sink the knee forward, sink the hips forward, roll the shoulders back. Just finding a little stretch in your inner thighs. Breathe in, breathe out. So make sure your knee doesn't go beyond your front toes. Good, last breath. And then releasing. Let's step back onto your hands and knees. Finding a little bit of a push-up here. We'll do it on our knees. So we'll try to do 5. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale. 2 more. And exhale. All the way down. Very nice. Let's bring the hands on either side of your chest, shoulders. Press the top of the feet to the mat. And then inhale. Press the chest up, shoulder blades together. Exhale down. Inhale up. Just warming up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Engage the legs. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale a little higher up. And then exhale. Pressing back. Finding your down dog or child's pose if you need to. Just drop the chest. Breathe in and out. Finding your, tucking the belly in, lifting the tailbone with that. Just being here, nice and easy. Letting yourself just be. Breathing, of course. With your Ujjayi breath, we breathe through the nose, in and out of the nose. Last two. Nice. Let's walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Let's come back up. And exhale, hands at the heart in your Tadasana. Good. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. So looking up. Good. Lift the shoulders up, up, up towards the ears, and exhale, drop them. And again, inhale, unhinge the shoulders, and exhale down. Make sure you don't tuck the tailbone under and push the hips forward. Push the hips back instead. Inhale, lift, exhale, down. Inhale, and exhale. Last one. And exhale, hands at the heart and bow over your legs all the way down. Inhale in your half lift. Lengthen the spine here, so elongate through the crown of the head and all the way back to your tailbone. Shoulder blades come into your back. Your spine is nice and flat. You can use blocks. Good. Let's take another breath. Good, and then exhale. We're going to step the left foot back for your crescent lunge. And with the back knee off the mat, open the chest. And then inhale, round the spine, lift the spine, and exhale, drop the hips. So up and down. Breathe one way. For one breath to one movement. Always in your Vinyasa flow. Follow your breath. Couple more. Last one. Nice. We'll release the back knee and start sinking the hips forward. Inner thighs are splitting. Big breath. Big exhale. Little gnats flying around. Breathe in. Breathe out. So opening the inner thighs here, I'm pushing my knee forward slightly and letting the inner thigh split a little bit deeper. Good. Last breath. And then exhale. We'll step back onto your hands and knees for your push-ups. So do the best you can. Try to make sure you don't cave in with your hips. Always keep them up, tuck the belly, and then bend at the elbows. Exhale. Your chest goes beyond your fingertips. Your elbows are in, close to your ribs. And you don't have to don't go so low that you can't come back up. For those of you who are not strong enough yet, you want to go low, but not beyond the elbows with the chest. Inhale up, exhale down. I lost track of count. We'll do one more on the way down. All the way. I think that's about 5. Good. So straightening the legs here. Engage the glutes. Plant the tailbone. Elbows in. Shoulders down and back. And take an inhale. Press up. And exhale down. And inhale. Press up. Exhale down. Again, inhale in, lift, cobra. Exhale down. Last one, inhale. We'll stay up. Pubic bones stay on the mat. Last breath. And then exhale back. Feel free to do your child's pose. So downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, for those of you who want to Come up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice and slow with your breath. Good. Couple more. Last one. And this time we'll bring the feet together at the back of the mat. Let's bring the right leg up in your three-legged dog. Lengthening with your hips, hip bones facing the floor. So we're splitting the legs, stay frontal. We're not stacking yet. Deep breath. Feel free to bend the standing leg if you want. And then stack open. So reaching through the ball of your foot. Keep the shoulders square to the floor. Right shoulder stays down. Take one last breath. And then we'll step right foot forward for your lunge, high lunge this time. So come on up. Find your balance as you come up. We're going to do a split lunge, so we're going to bend the back leg to get deeper into our strength of our legs. Do the best you can. So bend the back knee and drop it towards the floor without touching. Real nice. Squeeze the left glute. And then straighten the back leg. We adjust the width there. Bend the front knee more. Lift the back heel real high. Good. Last breath. Warrior two. So aim the kneecap towards the toes for the front foot. And your back foot is facing sideways and up a little bit. Good. Last breath, sitting in a little bit deeper. Hands at the heart. Goddess pose. Turn the toes out, facing the side of your mat. And then we sit. So we want the kneecaps to aim towards the toes. So depending on how wide you can open the knees go back. You just align the knees with the direction of your toes. So make sure you don't overdo it. Hands over the head in your Jaya Mudra. Palms together, elbows move back as well. And we want to sit. We want those legs to become parallel to the floor eventually. Yeah, deep breath. And releasing the arms. We'll face the back of the mat, so the left foot will be the front foot for your warrior two. Good. Let's check those hip bones. You want both hip bones to be aligned with the floor, right? So you don't want to shift sideways. Big inhale, big exhale. Gaze over your left fingers. And then exhale, windmill down. Stepping back into your low lunge. Keep the back knee off the mat. We're going to do a few cat-cows this way. Inhale, open the chest, sink the hips, and then exhale round. Inhale, exhale. Follow your breath. Last two. And stepping back into your down dog. Make this posture your resting pose. Allowing yourself to slow down with the breath. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And inhale, let's come forward. into your high push-up. So feel free to drop your knee and do your low push-up on your knees. We'll do a couple of those. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And releasing all the way. Bhujangasana Cobra. Inhale, lifting the chest. Stay. Engage those legs. Last one. And releasing. Real nice. Adho Mukha Svanasana, your down dog. Feel free to do a child's pose here for a little bit of a break. Good. Last breath. All right. Feet together at the back of your mat. And three-legged dog. Left leg comes up. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. That's what we're doing. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, square hips. Take your time. And then stack open. At the hips, we twist at the waist here. Keep the left shoulder down. Splitting the inner thighs fully. Nice deep breath. Inhale. Nice. And then exhale. Let's step left foot forward. For your high lunge, let's come up. Come on up with the arms. Sitting. All right, so we're going to do our split lunge straight away. So we bend the back knee towards the floor without touching it. We engage the right glute. Squeeze it a little bit. This is building strength without having to move around. Good. Let's take 2 more breaths. Drop that back knee. Last one. And then we'll straighten the back leg. Stay in your lunge. Sit. Stay low. Warrior 2. Woo. Okay, I could feel that in my quads, back leg particularly. So gazing over your left hand. Good, last one, let's sit, front knee. And then let's come into your goddess. So turn the toes out, hands at the heart center, and then sit. Try to bring the knees over the ankle, not beyond. We'll bring our hands together in your Jaya Mudra overhead. And sitting. Yeah. We're building muscle strength and bone strength, as well as agility. And we're going to move around from side to side. Just in the hips and knees. Go one direction and then switch. And then come center. Sit a little longer. Don't panic. Try to stay with your breath. And then inhale. Releasing, straighten the legs. Warrior 2 facing the top of your mat. Drop that left hip here. Make sure your hip bones are even and equal to the floor. Parallel. Gazing over your right hand. Stay with your breath. Good, last one. Windmill down, stepping back into your down dog. Take a breather right there. Resetting yourself, finding your balance again through your prana. Good, last two. Pressing the thighs back. And then inhale into your plank, high push-up. And exhale, lower down, low push-up. Inhale into your cobra. And exhale, come on back up. And bring the right foot forward. I forgot to do our second series of cat-cow in your lunge. So right foot is forward. Exhale, drop the hips a little bit. Inhale, open the chest. And then exhale, round and lift. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're gaining mobility in the hip joints. Also strengthening the legs here even more. Last one. Good. Real nice. Let's step back. Find your down dog. Very good. Child's pose. So you can open the knees wide. And then drop the chest. You can release the forehead to your forearms, so you're all the way to the floor. The key is to really keep your spine nice and long and as straight as possible. Again, slowing down. Good, very nice. Let's come back up. We'll lie back onto your mat for releasing the spine. Before we finish here, so bring the knees in. Interlace the hand over your shin and keep the knees together and thighs together. Relax the shoulders down as best you can. Press with the hands to really get a little bit of a hug here. We're pressing at the mid-shin about to, it helps release the descending colon, what we're doing here. We're applying pressure right onto it a little bit. Breathe into your abdomen, the belly navel area. Good, real nice. Close your eyes, relax for a little bit. Nice long neck, chin in, and then we'll open the arms. So open the arms wide, we'll drop the knees to the right for your supine twist with both legs together. Roll your head left. Relax, relax. Try to keep make sure the left shoulder is on the floor, more importantly than the knees. And breathe in the lower left side of your torso and glutes and lower back. Nice. Let's bring the knees in together and drop them on your right side or wherever, left side here. Breathe in. So rolling your head away from the knees. We're wringing the spine and removing the toxins as we do that. And expanding the vertebrae as we do this posture. Really important if you have back issue. This is something you want to do every day. As well as a little yoga to restore the health of your spine. And over time, this will all go away. You'll have no issues at all. I've seen thousands of students in my classes and when I did group classes. And those who came with back issue left without any back issues. And that's why they kept coming. All right, let's bring the feet flat on the floor, close to your glutes. We're going to do a little bridge. So inhale, tuck the tailbone up and lift the hips. Tuck the arms and shoulders underneath you completely. And then you can press the back of the hands against the feet, the inside of the feet, to anchor yourself, and then keep going up. Whenever you feel at ease here, you go a little bit higher with the hips. Tailbone goes up towards the knees and beyond. Keep the knees pointing forward and the toes tucked in a little bit, pigeon-toed slightly. Good, last breath, let's go higher. And then exhale, releasing, very good, real nice. And let's bring the feet as wide as the mat at the edges of your mat for your windshield wipe. We'll go one side and stay. Breathe deeply. Just allow the hip, inner thigh, outer thigh, hamstring, psoas, hip flexor, all of this is being worked with. Just let it just relax in this extension we're doing. And then let's go to the other side. Inhale up. Go all the way. Just reveling into the enjoyment of how your body feels at this time. This is a short practice, so just a little reset for yourself, so you have a good day or whatever you're doing after that. Just enjoying, keeping the breath fluid. All right, let's come back up. Let's straighten the legs. I want to do a few body rolls here for core strength. And inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, roll up all the way forward. I'm going to step onto my mat, and then inhale, sit straight up with the spine. Exhale, roll, tuck the belly. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale, sit. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale, sit. Exhale, roll back. Arms back. Exhale, roll. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, seated. Exhale, roll. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, roll. Couple more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale back. Exhale, roll forward. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Inhale back. Exhale, roll, and we'll stay in our seated forward fold. Good. So aim the heart center up and forward. And then let the torso hinge at the hips here, over the thighs. Try to keep the shoulders back, not into your ears or head. Open the collarbone and the trapezes. You want to stay wide open here. Good. Deep breath. Nice. Beautiful. I will do a seated pigeon. So bring the right ankle over your left knee and bring that left foot in. Try not to lean back with your chest, with the torso. Sit on the sit bone. Make sure you're not on your tailbone only. And you should feel the stretch in the right hip. Grow the spine here. Try not to round or lean back. And then bring the left foot in a little bit more. If you feel like you have room, you can bring that left leg in as close to you as you want. Good, deep breath. And then releasing the left leg, uncross the leg, and then we'll switch to the other side. Okay, and maybe this is where you stay with the right leg straight down. Some of us can be real tight in our hips, so I already feel it here, it's nice. But I'm going to bring my right leg up. I'm helping myself with my arms behind you so I don't lean back, right? So I want that torso straight up and closer to the legs. Breathing in and out. Enjoying the release of that left hip. You should feel that all on that left side. So find the height of that right leg, and it can be further out or further in. Just follow what your body can do without pushing, forcing. Good, real nice. Let's bring, if you have a little bit more room, I'm going to bring my right foot in. Make sure you breathe. Gaining a little bit more room in those hips. Everything gets tight as we age. It's kind of fun. Okay, not really. Okay, good, real good. And then soles of feet together to finish. So let's bring yourself into your Kobler pose. You can come real close to your, we'll do both actually. So come real close with your heels to your groins. If your knees are way high, mine are kind of limit. I could sit on the blanket here. If that's the case for you, just like up here, sit on your blanket. It will allow you to get some height in the hips, in the glutes, and level those knees a little bit. So I'm going to lean in if you feel like you can. Lean as far down as you'd like over your feet. There should be no knee pain here. If there are any, push your feet away slightly. Good. Couple deep breaths. Good. Real nice. All right. Let's push the feet away from you. Make a diamond space between your legs. And we're going to aim forward so the forehead comes to your feet, or aim that way. So don't go too far with your legs and too close. Imagine that you could bring your head and cradle it into the inside of your feet. Nice. So this is a hip opener, and that's where we feel it. Elongate the torso. Couple more. Beautiful. Let's come back up. Bring yourself with your cross-legged. Close your eyes for a second. Relax the shoulders, nice tall neck. Chin is pointing down. And just finding gratitude within your heart. It's really easy to do after yoga practice. Right, just feeling content, fulfilled. Remembering that nothing is as it seems out there. Nothing is ever as bad as we think. If you're in a bind, there's always a solution. And just remembering all the grateful things, feelings, thoughts you can have about your life, yourself. Right, it changes everything, and it allows you to change your viewpoint and perspective about what's going on, right? And also you draw towards you a different vibration. That's really important. Right? If we are in an angry kind of state of mind, we draw in calamity, literally, just calamity. It's just, or just really bad experiences. So we want to reverse that. There's no point. and find harmony within. All right, beautiful. Namaste. Thanks for joining me. And share this practice with your friends and just bring them along. For those of you who have been looking to find a little bit more spirituality into your life and you want to have more consistency into your spiritual practice, if you're already doing it or you have in the past and you left it, I'm launching my program on this topic. So this is for truth seekers who are looking to deepen their spirituality and have a consistent spiritual practice. I'll go over many aspects of spirituality and also some tools you can use to help you through the day and practice spirituality everywhere you go. It doesn't have to be separate of anything. And this program will also go into deeper aspect of spirituality. So we'll go into Dharma for sure. That's one of the big tools to use for yourself to gain energy, in spiritual energy, and gain more freedom inside within yourself. And it takes care of depression and anxiety. Those of us who have, those moments, or sometimes every day, this is the way to tackle those kind of things, right? We want to not only practice our yoga or some form of something that we like to do. Maybe it's Tai Chi or running on horseback riding or doing some kind of physical activity. Really helps the mental aspect just naturally, effortlessly. So anyway, if you want to get on my priority list, please do so. I'll leave the link down below. It will be a 6 weeks program, and once I launch it, you will be the first one to know. I hope to see you there. If you have any questions, feel free to just make a comment and I'll be happy to answer them.